Hello dear students, today is 21st October 2020 and I am dealing with the population paper second for the MA third semester students who had opted the paper population studies. And today I will deal with Pearl's and Reed's logistic curve theory. This is theory of population. And before going to that population theory, let us introduce that the foundation of logistic curve was laid by Queyle in 1835, and he said that the growth of population tends to slow down with the increase in density of population. And the idea of logistic curve theory was also given by Wasserich in 1838. But the credit goes to Raymond Pearl and Lowell Reed in popularizing the logistic curve theory of population growth. So, as a student, as researcher, we should always recognize the part of earlier researcher or students, and this should be referred when you are developing your own theory, what earlier researchers have said, stating the specific theory. एग्जाम्पल के लिए हम आपको बताते हैं, अक्टूबर चल रहा है, राम के बारे में सबसे अच्छा लिखा था वाल्मीकि जी ने रामायण के रूप में, लेकिन संस्कृत भाषा में था, क्लिष्ट था, बहुत लोग उसको बोल नहीं पाते थे, समझ नहीं पाते थे। तो बहुत वर्षों बाद गोस्वामी तुलसीदास जी ने रामचरितमानस अवधी भाषा में लिखा, स्थानीय भाषा में लिखा, और वो सबसे अधिक पॉपुलर हो गया। दोनों में अंतर नहीं है, दोनों राम के बारे में लिखते हैं, और लेकिन पॉपुलर कौन होता है? तुलसीदास। लेकिन तुलसीदास ने कभी उसको अपना नहीं कहा, और उन्होंने कहा कि ये जो मैं लिख रहा हूं इसको पहले वाल्मीकि ऋषि ने लिख दिया था, रामायण आ चुका है, ऋषियों ने इसको बता दिया है, मैं तो सिर्फ स्वांत सुखाय लिख रहा हूं। स्वांत सुखाय तुलसी रघुनाथ गाथा है, और इसलिए मैं अपने सुख के लिए लिख रहा हूं। और आप देख रहे हैं कि सबसे अधिक पॉपुलर अगर कोई रामचरितमानस राम को लिखे है तो गोस्वामी तुलसीदास हैं। तो दिस इज द लॉजिक। आप अगर कुछ लिखते हो तो रेफरेंस देने से आपका वजन कम नहीं होता है, बल्कि आप ज्यादा ईमानदार माने जाते हो। सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, this theory is theory rejecting the Malthus. Pearl and Reed did not accept the Malthusian view that population increased in geometrical progression, and according to them such views were unrealistic. And then they assume that the population grows in finite areas. The rate of population growth cannot be infinite. The lower limit of population cannot be zero. The point of maximum rate of growth is the point of inflection of the population growth. After that point, the rate of growth becomes progressively slower till finally the curve becomes nearly horizontal. These all are the assumptions of Pearl Reed. And why these assumptions is important? Because you know that in Malthus theory, Malthus assumed population growth to be geometrical progression. इस हिसाब से वो अनंत हो सकता था। एंड इन डेमोग्राफिक थ्योरी इन फिफ्थ स्टेज हमने आपको बताया था कि दे आर एज्यूमिंग दैट इन फिफ्थ स्टेज पॉपुलेशन में भी जीरो, जो संभव नहीं है। इन दोनों चीजों के बीच में पर्ल रीड कहते हैं कि न पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ जीरो हो सकता है, न इनफाइनाइट हो सकता है, ये हमेशा फाइनाइट एरिया में बढ़ता रहेगा। सो दिस यू शुड नो। सो व्हाइल एक्सप्लेनिंग दिस is the same stages which I earlier told you in the demographic transition model. Because given the assumption, population rises or falls in the form of a cycle, and the changes occur in population growth are obviously circular that determine this cycle. और इसी circular को हमको आपको बताना है. It differ at various stages, and these all stages I have narrated in DTM model. Okay, so in first stage, when the country is in a state of backwardness due to high birth rate and high death rate, the growth of population will be stationary at the low level. We all know this. And in the second stage, when the birth rate remains unchanged as in first stage and the death rates falls, population will increase at a rapid rate. This is the second stage of demographic transition. And in the third stage, with the fall in death rate, the birth rate too will fall and the population will increase at a decreasing rate. यहाँ से स्थिति ठीक सुखद होती है, सर्कुलर फ्लो हो रहा है, देख लीजिए. And in the fourth stage, both the birth rate and the death rate will be low and match each other. And the population will not grow, it will be stationary, but of a higher level. So this fourth stage is the explanation of the Pearl-White theory. And then comes the figure. Dear students, you should very carefully draw this figure while attempting the answer. In y-axis there is a population growth, x-axis time period, and you can see in this graph that no population is not at zero level. From A is starting from A to B. The movement of population growth is from A to B. Between that, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, the flow is circular. You can see this is a circular flow. And from x5, there is an inflection point. The population became horizontal to x-axis. That means till that population will grow in a circular flow. This is the logistic curve. And when you explain it in the logistic model, you can say that the logistic curve show that the population grows in a cyclical form. You can see for this graph, I have narrated y-axis time period, x-axis population, and you can see that from movement from Q1 to Q5. This is Q1 to Q5 is a movement of population, and x1 to x4 is a population growth. You can see from Q1 to Q5 is a cyclical mode of increase. First, at one point there is a Q1 population, then it increases up to Q2, from X to X2. Again, it will move to Q3, constant, and then decrease to Q4. And here population reduced up to X3. And then again that comes to Q5, and then add to Q5, this will be stationary. So this is the S-shaped model, and this is called as a logistic curve of population, and this is theory is popularized by Pearl and Reid. This is the main theory of Pearl Reid, which you have to learn, dear students, and this you have to explain in the examination. So Pearl's study was based on experiments on hens and fruit flies. On the basis of experiments, he concluded that the fertility rate of human population comes down when the density goes up. And besides, he believes that there will be high birth rate in poor people or in labor colonies. Okay. And with this, criticism comes. And criticism comes in that this theory ignores socio-economic factors. This is a wrong analogy. This is a contradictory. This is the population growth patterns is not uniform, and time period is not clear. Okay. So dear students, this theory completely ignores the socio-economic factors and institutional aspects of population problems and the effect of environmental change and population. It only considers the aspects of biological theory of population growth. So this is the first criticism. And then Pearl's conclusion is that with the constant supply of food in the beginning, the human population increases and gradually it decreases at last its growth is negligible, which is based on the experiments on fruit flies and hens. But in reality, we do not find such analogy between fruits, flies and hens and human beings. So this is also a criticism. And then according to this theory, the growth of population tends to slow down with the increase in density of population. At the same time, Pearl and Reid also believe that there will be high birth rate in poor people or in labor colonies. But in labor colonies, density is high and the birth rate is also high. So the theory is very much contradictory. ये सही है. एक तरफ आप कर रहे हैं कि जहाँ डेंसिटी होता है वहाँ जनसंख्या कम होगी, और दूसरी तरफ आप कहते हैं जहाँ लेबर क्लास है वहाँ बर्थ रेट ज़्यादा है. तो हम सबको बात मालूम है कि लेबर क्लास में ही डेंसिटी ज़्यादा होती है. तो दोनों ही आपके कंट्राडिक्टरी, इससे क्रिटिसिज्म होता है. एंड नेक्स्ट, पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ पैटर्न नॉट अनइन्फॉर्म. दैट इज it is not necessary that the population increase of all regions or countries will follow the growth pattern mentioned in the logistic curve. Okay. And lastly, time period is not clear. This theory does not clearly show the time when the population will reach the optimum stage or when it will come down or will become stationary. So this is the criticism part. But overall, dear students, when we conclude this theory, despite all the criticism, the logistic curve theory is superior to the Malthusian theory of population. And it is more realistic than the Malthusian theory. And this is because, unlike Malthus, this theory does not believe that population increase in geometrical progression. Rather, it explains the growth of population in a cyclical manner, and that is S-shape. And in the beginning, population increases rapidly, which we all know, which we all experienced, and then at a declining rate, and ultimately it increases at a constant rate. So this is besides the criticism, this is superior than Malthusian theory. And dear students, when you have to correlate this theory in the modern context, today is a COVID era, and you can see the spread of COVID-19 as per logistic map. You can see in y-axis I have taken population affected percentage COVID due to COVID, and in axis number of days. You can see at the starting point in all country there was a slower affected of virus, and then it increases suddenly, and this is the red one is a point of inflection from where logistic due to logistic curve cases will decrease, and finally that will become up to constant x-axis. But कल प्रधानमंत्री ने क्या कहा कि आप ये मत मान लीजिए किसी एक कंट्री में कांस्टेंट होने के बाद कि आपके कंट्री से कोविड-19 चला गया, इसलिए आप अपनी सतर्कता को बनाए रखिए. दैट मीन्स कि कोविड-19 के केस भी सर्कुलर फ्लो हो रहा है. कई जगह आप देखे होंगे कि कोविड पुनः आ रहा है, पुनः वहां तेजी से बढ़ रहा है, यानी लॉजिस्टिक कर्व में यस शेप में वो घट रहा है, बढ़ रहा है, और जिस दिन फाइनली पूरे दुनिया में ये कांस्टेंट हो जाएगा एक्स एक्सिस के पैरेलल, तब जाके आपको सतर्कता थोड़ी लापरवाही बरत सकते हैं जब जिस समय वो वैक्सीन आएगा. सो दिस इज द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ लॉजिस्टिक कर्व, एंड आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू with the spread of COVID-19. So dear students, take care of yourself, be safe until we got a effective vaccine. Thank you, take care.